everyone. I've lit a purple candle. I have my sage going. Spirit wanted me to wave the sage around my space and hold the candle. And I don't question when I feel things. So here we go. Doing the spin. All right. So while I was lighting the candle, I was saying affirmations. So I feel like that is something Spirit is suggesting for some of you to do, is to light a colored candle, whichever color you're drawn to, and then speak words of affirmation. It's almost like the candle's a signal I'm hearing. It's also a reminder of your light and the light that you share with the world. And I'm being told to show you what I just got out of the shower, you guys, so I swear this is not grease. It's actually clean hair. But I was drawn to wear my pearl earrings, and I was like, why pearl? And then, because I usually only wear these earrings on special occasions, because I'm terrified of losing them, because I've already lost a pearl necklace that my mom gave me for my wedding. So, and these were her earrings that she got from Hawaii. She had them made while she visited Hawaii to visit my sister. And so, but the pearl is made, first of all, it's super hidden. Like, it's super enclosed in like a shell, a hard shell. And then when you open it, it's then enclosed in this gooey, gunky stuff, the oyster shell, right? My cat is now doing his business, so I'm going to pause. I don't know what readers out there, what their routine is for getting ready for a reading to put online. But I definitely have realized that I have a routine. But let's get back to the pearl. So the pearl, and it's enclosed in this gooky stuff. And then the discovery of the pearl is so magical because you don't expect something so beautiful to come out of all that gooky stuff, right? It kind of reminds me of the butterfly, the cocoon and the butterfly, which is the necklace I wore. So I definitely feel, I gotta pause. He is still going at it like 3 minutes later, but I'm getting impatient. So I have my coffee here to help ground me during this message. Cozy with cocoa. Why? Usually I don't get this aggravated, but I'm getting very aggravated. So someone here must have some very aggravated energy going on. Because I don't normally, I feel like a rage. Like, I almost wanted to yell at him for doing something that's totally normal, So there's something here about, where does rage come from? Gosh, there is such a blockage with this rage. Like, I'm struggling to, so there's something here about the anger you're feeling is blocking you from getting the knowledge that you need. Okay, so something else, the color purple is really coming out. Maybe the color purple movie or play is significant to someone. Maybe the message in that movie, but also just the color purple, which connects to the crown chakra, which is your connection to spirit and your connection to your spirit team. So it seems that Spirit's really trying to connect with you right now and wanting you to open up to them so that they can deliver messages to you. And there's anger I'm feeling in the way of that. So let's see what... I don't know. Tarot's not really calling to me at this time. I'm getting drawn to pull charms, which I got some new charms. So let's see what comes out. So I have 2 bags. I'll pull from this bag and then I'll pull from this bag. Okay. I hope y'all are hearing me okay. I'm going to put timestamps on this video because I feel like a lot of this, the beginning of this video is just me like getting my crap together here. But okay, we've got the I Am Successful stone. And okay, we got a 3-for-1 deal here. I just pulled all this out, but it's oh my goodness, it's a hematite ring. So there's something here about absorbing negative energy, which could be that anger. So maybe wearing a hematite ring can help you with that. They're very cheap. So I also have a dice, and whenever I pull a dice, to me this gives a number. So there's a little bit of purple there. I don't know if you can see it. A little bit of purple right there. 808 and 818 have been, and 88 and just 8 in general have also been coming up for me lately. So now that that purple is on the 8, I feel that that is significant. Um, and then we have the 2 owls sitting together on the branch, and it's a ring. So I do feel love there. I feel love. I feel marriage, wedding. I don't know if someone is planning a wedding or helping with a wedding or something to do with a wedding. I'm getting, and yeah, the fact that I wanted to put the hematite ring on, I put it on my ring finger when I first did that. So yeah, there's something here about either somebody may be getting married or getting proposed to or planning a wedding, something revolving around that step in life. Okay, so I'm going to roll this dice. The fact that it's blue tells me that this is to do with the throat chakra. So let's see what I get from the number we pull. You guys, no joke, landed on the 8. No joke, landed on the 8. Holy crap. I should have done it on camera so you could have seen that, but seriously, it landed on the 8. So 8 to me is about abundance and manifesting and bringing in the desires that you've been desiring, but doing it in a way that's not forcing it, but allowing it to happen naturally. So yeah, I'm getting to say that whoever's planning the wedding that you're trying to, could just be an event. I'm getting it could just be an event, not necessarily a wedding. But that you're trying to control too much or plan for every little detail. I see now I'm getting a bigger message that this is for almost life in general, that you're planning too much in detail, and some things you just need to let happen, you know? Like you can't plan for everything, so stop trying to try. Stop trying to, okay? We've got my other charm bag here with some new charms in it. I'm very excited about these. Okay. We've got a little, I know you can't tell, but it's a little yellow bunny. It's a little yellow bunny. It's hard to tell though. The color yellow is definitely just significant there to me, which is your solar plexus, which is about your personal power. We have another bunny, but it's orange, and this is the sacral chakra, which is about your creativity and your passion and your the flow of life. Okay, and I'm getting one more. It's a purple leaf. Fall seems significant at this time because these are all fall colors. So there's something significant. Maybe that you're planning the wedding for fall. I'm getting like, you know, those festivals, Fall for, in whatever town you live in, usually has the name, like Fall for Greenville or something like that. So there could be a festival you're going to, or maybe invited to. Something about fall, specifically October. I'm getting candy corn. Someone here might like candy corn. But yeah, the bunnies. What are the bunnies about? Hopping into the next phase. Um, Bunnies are also about fertileness, which if you are, you know, with your significant other and y'all are trying for a baby, you know, this is a sign that you are fertile right now, or maybe fall time is a fertile time. Um, I'm getting bunnies, you know, bunny, for example, when really it's a rabbit, okay? So I'm getting that bunnies are cute, but they're also can be ferocious. Like you can get messed up by a bunny, man. Bunny kicks ain't no joke. So I'm getting a bunny kick here for someone. Maybe some of you own rabbits, which is super cool. I've always wanted to own a rabbit. Always, always. I don't know why I don't have one, honestly. Probably after my current animals leave me, which I don't even want to think about. But I might get a bunny. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Moving on. Very cool from the charms today. All right, so Spirit, what do we want to know? Let's know about this. What's happening in the future? What's going on in the future? We've got Ace of Swords here. So I heard the truth is coming out, and this is clarity as well. This is like clarity on a difficult situation. I'm hearing, a situation that has a lot of like complexity to it. It's kind of muddled down with a lot of things. So there's clarity coming in for that. Because it feels like you may feel stuck somewhere. I feel like there's a message I haven't addressed. Spirit's like, you need to go back to it. Okay, what is it? Okay, so the fact that the 8 came out with the blue. So this is going to give you clarity on what you want to bring into your life. It's also going to give you clarity on what you want in life, period. Okay? I just hear somebody like being or seeing somebody be so confused about what they want or what's to come next or what they should do. And I feel that you are being bogged down by the desires and opinions of other people, and that's why you don't know what to do. So there's something here about well, what Spirit? What else can we tell them? I just feel like there's something here about you needing to separate yourself from all of those other opinions and desires so that you can get clarity on what you want. Yeah. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Working hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. Okay. We've got 10 of Wands. Okay, yeah, there's definitely some hard work going on here. It can almost feel like a lot of responsibility, but nothing you can't handle. I'm getting you're very capable, very capable. In fact, you are someone who can handle a lot. But I'm also getting that this can feel really lonely sometimes because you can handle a lot. You're given a lot. And it's like you just want to break sometimes. Yeah, I'm feeling you at the point of, yes, I can handle this, but Lord have mercy, can I get a break? Okay. Let's see. I'm hearing it's all going to be worth it. Just be patient, keep working hard. Spirit's directly telling me that it's all going to be worth it. Like you're working towards something that you don't know about. And the clarity will come in for that too. It feels like love, honestly. For some of you, it feels like love is coming in, but you have to keep working. You can't just stop. And it feels like this love might come in when you're at a point where you could stop, and I feel Spirit saying, no, you've got to keep going. Yes, that love may appear and you may be smitten. You may be curious. You want to know more about them, but you got to keep focused on your mission, whatever that is, even if you don't know what it is yet. King of Swords. Yes, that's the energy to keep going, even if even if there's a chance to pause, to focus on something else. I'm hearing no, that there's a goal you have, and Spirit wants you to meet that goal. Interesting. For some of you, this is a business you're building. For some of you, this is I'm feeling like a job opportunity coming in that could like distract you because it's a good offer, and old you really, really, really is going to try to convince you to take it, but new you's like, no, that's the same pattern I've been doing my whole life. And I know, yes, it'll be exciting at first. Yes, the money will be good. Yes, yes, but it's not where I want to go. It's not where I want to be. So that's a tough decision to make, to fight your old self. And people are like, what? Why would you refuse that good opportunity? Because it's not you anymore. Okay. So just stick to your guns, stick to what you know, what you've been working hard towards. Because what's coming in, this offer, is really going to be something that is going to be like, whoa, I'd be crazy not to take this, but you'd also be crazy to take it because of what's still coming. And I know it's hard to move forward on faith, but that's the whole point. Five of Wands comes out to say, yeah, you're going to battle. You're going to really war with this decision. And I'm not sure why I'm getting a decision, because the cards don't really tell me there's a decision coming up, but I feel that. I feel that decision very well. It's very interesting. I have this blank spot right here, and normally it was filled up. And I changed the way this was like looking. It was filled with my cards, but now I have my cards right here. I don't know why. It's almost like you've cleared out a spot. You're clearing out a spot for something new. Wow. You're clearing out a spot for something new. Okay. So all this Five of Wands, sorry, I don't even give you a chance to look at it. This is just helping you to clear out what is no longer needed, okay? So you may feel other people's energy. And the Page of Wands just jumped out, but it was reversed. Like as it fell out of my hand, it flipped over. Someone's very confused here. I don't know if this is you or someone in that group. Yeah, someone's very confused. They see you in a different way from how you really are, but I'm also feeling that there's someone who sees you in a different way than everybody else. They see the real you. But this Page of Wands is standing here watching you from a really different point of view. Either they see what they want to see, and so they have this, I don't know, I just feel someone looking at you and going, I've done that before. It's a jealousy. It's a why poor pitiful me. They're looking at you that way. So they're not really sending you great energy here, but I feel that you are protecting yourself, or if you are not, you need to, which is what the hematite ring can do for you, protection. But yeah, and then I do feel that there's someone who actually sees what everybody else doesn't see in you, and that's the real you. And so they're actually admiring you. Okay, interesting. The Magician. And this is number 1, but that reminds me of the number 8 because of that infinity sign. I mean, the number 8 is an infinity sign, basically. So this is that manifestation and abundance, and you having all the tools that you need in order to do that. You have all the knowledge. You have the emotional balance. This is balance I'm feeling from you that you're coming into, that's going to bring in your desires, because until you are balanced, until you know what you want, until you've done the healing work, your desires are going to take a little longer to come in, because it's about an energetic match to those desires. And if you're vibing down here and your desires are up here, you're not going to see those desires come in until you're an energetic match to it. And sometimes our desires look like they come in, but it's just like a tease, because you are not you're not matching it, so it goes away. That's a very interesting thing. I want you to think back over your life when things have kind of teased you. Like you might get a little money here, and then you have no money coming in. Or a person might come in that felt great, but then they had to go off and do something else, and so it didn't work out. or you almost had your hands on, like you're in a war on eBay to outbid someone, and it's right there, and then they outbid you right at the last second. That's what this energy feels like. It's like things have been kind of dangling in front of you to tease you, and it's like, what are you doing, universe? And so I feel this energy of you feeling like spited, or is that the word? Spiteful? I don't know. Like someone's being spiteful, or the universe is against you. And really, no, it's you. It's your energy that is pushing these things away, because you are not a match to the energy of those things yet. So therefore, yeah, you can see them, they're there, but you won't have them until you've done the healing work to raise your vibration. Okay. I just saw a bird fly up. So that is what I'm hearing, is that you need to focus on raising your vibration. And I'm seeing the pentacles here as it's going up. Okay. In fact, everything seems to be pointing up. Even the magician is like pointing up. The Ace of Swords here is pointing up. The King of Swords going on up there. Okay, so now we have the Eight of Cups. So yeah, with this vibration energetic match that you're trying to achieve, there is going to be some people and things and beliefs and that are just that you're gonna walk away from, that you're gonna get rid of, that you're gonna realize that you have outlived. Yeah, they had a time in your life, and they may come back around, but for now you're not an energetic match to some things as you raise your vibration. So I'm getting fall time again here. So something may be happening in the fall time, like a breakup or a separation of some kind, losing something, or I don't know. It feels like, which is so interesting again, because I'm getting like the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like when you make the decision to raise your vibration by grounding, by meditating, by cleansing with water, maybe taking a bath or a shower, by eating properly, by thinking good things, by opening your heart, by centering yourself, by aligning your chakras, by doing the shadow work, by journaling, by whatever it takes, whatever it takes for you to do what you've got to do to heal and grow, there will be things that fall away from your life. And that's just a fact. And that is not something to be sad about. That is not something to feel bad about. You're not pushing anyone away. It's all about energy. And when you're vibing at a certain level, there's so many birds on my back porch right now eating, and I just love it. Little finches, little brown finches. Okay. So I feel like I want to ask Spirit, okay, what do you want? Okay, for someone I'm getting to do a cord cutting ceremony, which I have a couple posted on my YouTube channel, but you can just type in cord cutting ritual or ceremony and find which one resonates with you. It's really quite simple, and it can be quite fun and cool to see how the tie burns. It gives almost a message in itself there. What else? I'm getting art. Someone needs to do their art again. And whatever art you do. Somebody that's singing. Oh my God, you have such a beautiful voice. Holy moly. Whew. Singing is very dear to someone. Clay modeling, like clay pottery, I'm getting for someone as well. Yoga. Rock mining, gem mining, like digging for rocks, playing in the dirt. collecting things like seashells or coins. I'm seeing someone with a metal detector on the beach. Yes. Okay, that's all for now. All right, the Empress. Yes. Mm, I'm so excited she came out because she is what I'm feeling. So I definitely feel divine feminines here. That does not mean that you have to be a a female to be a divine feminine. This is this is a divine feminine who is balanced with their femininity and masculinity. You are one with nature. Nature must call to you so much. It's like you walk into nature and it just responds to your energy. I'm getting forest, like forest witch, forest fairies. Um, so some of you might identify with that. What else? The energy's so weird right now. In a good way, it's like I don't feel messages. I feel that I'm having to affirm or confirm the energy I'm feeling. So if I am picking up on your energy by the things that I'm saying, please let me know. Make a comment, like the video. You can subscribe if you're resonating with this. So what advice do we want to give these empresses? What advice, Spirit, do we want to give the Empress? Rest. Yes. Rest. Four of Swords. Oh, more came out. I didn't see that. Okay, so these were reversed. And I'm really struggling with that energy of being reversed. But I'm going to go with it. Okay. So we've got High Priestess reversed. I do feel that you are super, super intuitive. You're super, super psychic. You're telepathic. You can see the future, but I don't know if you know that yet. You can use the elements. The High Priestess here is one of knowledge, though, like universal knowledge, spiritual knowledge, divine knowledge, and wisdom. You are in sync with the moon phases. So I'm getting to check the moon phases. Like, in fact, let's do that right now. What moon phase are we in? I just saw 27:44 on the clock. Moon phase today. Waning crescent, which is interesting because that is a crescent moon down there on the bottom. But a waning crescent, this is energy of you use the full moon to release, and then waning is like allowing that energy to allow it to really release. So that goes along with everything, is like this releasing, this purging that I'm feeling that is necessary. That's why you have an open spot here for something really cool to come in. But Spirit is saying that following your intuition is necessary for you to be at Empress level. If you try to follow logic all the time, it's just going to hinder your progress. There's going to be times where you're like, I know I should do this logically, pragmatically, practically, but I really feel strongly that I need to do this instead. And that is what you go with. For example, I was a teacher for 15 years. The logical, pragmatic, practical side of me said, keep going, girl. You get to retire at like 51. You'll have a pension. You've got benefits, keep going. But to think to do another 13 years of a job that I was so miserable in, and not to bash teaching and teachers. I love teachers. I think they're amazing human beings. I think they're one of the most misunderstood people on the planet. But teachers, It's a tough job. It's a tough job, and my energy was being sucked dry from it. And I also wasn't believing in the educational system like I did when I first started. I started to see the holes. I started to see where things just didn't make sense, and then I realized what the actual goal was, for the people up top in education. And I don't know, I just didn't feel like it matched with me anymore. So then I quit. And it was the hardest yet easiest decision to make, because I was so done with it that I quit. But logically and pragmatically, it was a terrible decision, right? But it's been the best decision, because I feel freer than I've ever felt in my life, as far as doing something that I feel drawn to, okay? Has it been a bumpy ride? Yes, absolutely. It's been insanely bumpy. But that's the thing. I had to get out of that energy in order to be able to do the healing that I needed to do what I'm doing now. It feels very synchronistic. It feels like everything happened for a reason. And that's what I mean, is like trusting the energy that you feel, that strong feeling, like holy crap. And there's this surrendering I'm feeling that needs to happen, which is this resting. This could be you quitting a job. This could be you stopping a train of thought that you're having. This could be you taking a vacation, an extended vacation. I just feel that there needs to be some kind of stoppage of the energy that you're in, so that you can actually think clearly and have that clarity. Okay. The Knight of Cups is here, but also reversed. I'm hearing hanging on by a thread. A connection you have is hanging on by a thread. There needs to be a almost vulnerability here. There's a vulnerability here that if you opened up to it, it would be quite beautiful and romantic. But I'm hearing it's not time for that yet. So Spirit is wanting you to know about this, but it's not time for it yet. So they don't want you sitting there waiting on it, okay? Oh, I just picked up my Lemurian crystal and got lots of energy from it. So you may resonate with Lemurians. I'm not very versed on that, so I've seen, YouTube videos, and I just kind of pass over them. I don't feel drawn to those videos, but I am hearing Lemurian seed. So that could be for someone. I'm going to get my Moonology cards out, because the moon is really calling to me right now. All right, this is for the collective at this time. What does the moon want us to know? A time for healing. Balsamic moon. Interesting. I'm getting yes, okay. This, to me, how clear it is, how wide open it is. It's like this is the time for you to heal. And to do that, you do need the time to do that. I'm getting. Oh, wait. I didn't see it. It's actually a crescent moon. Look at that. I thought that you couldn't tell. I thought it was a full moon. But here, it's actually a crescent moon, you guys. So the moon is wanting you to use its energy. I just got full body chills. My goodness. A time to give rather than take. And there's another, I wouldn't say that's a crescent moon. It's a new moon, but there is still light underneath it. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Virgo feels significant there. Virgo, very earthy, practical. Yeah, this is very tough for you. Very tough for you. Holy moly. Okay. At this time, um, you may be in a position to heal, but I think you're stressed because of other things. And so this is a time that is really important to relax and rest and just feel the energy, is what I'm hearing. A time to give rather than take. A time to give rather than take. Okay. Oh, yellow butterfly, just a yellow swallowtail just flew by. Oh my goodness. Yes. And I'm hearing too now with that butterfly that when you give with your heart and not expecting anything back in return, that's when you will be given. Things will come back to you tenfold, I'm hearing. I heard 11-fold. Okay, spirit. One up in me here. Okay, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. That's 2 new moons we got, y'all. That's lovely energy. That's that manifestation energy. My nose is itching, so I know I'm coming from a high place right now. And Capricorns, which I'm noticing the goat, but I'm also noticing the fish tail, which reminds me of Pisces. So you could resonate with those signs. The 2 horns are really, and that kind of, to me, reminds me of the King of Swords. The 2 horns on the goat is like right now you may need to put up a tough front. Not a front, but you need to bring out your toughness. Um, um, Hold on, let me get the right words. It's about knowing the right thing to do despite despite other people's opinions or beliefs about what should be done. So this is you. You might be leading something, a project, or I just feel like you're a leader in something, and because of this role, you're being forced to make decisions, and I'm feeling other people's opinions and beliefs around these decisions, and spirit wants you to just make sure that you are following what feels right and fair and moral and just to you, okay? The answers you need are coming. There's the Ace of Swords confirmation that the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So yeah, if you are someone with Gemini in your chart, this can be difficult energy to work with because you are someone who feels both extremes of the emotional spectrum. And so you can be really like joyful, happy, almost bipolar in a little bit, joyful, happy, and then the next like few hours later be so mad and angry and sad. And for some people, they might say, well, maybe you need to get on medication to control that. No, you freaking don't. No, you just need to accept that you feel emotions very strongly. And you have a lot of thoughts in your head that impact your emotions. So therefore, there's a taking control back over the thoughts in your head so that you can control your emotions more. So if you're starting to feel sad, you're probably thinking of sad things. But then you want to be happy, so what's the logical conclusion there? Think of things that make you happy. Now, I'm not saying if you're feeling sad, honor your sadness, but release it. If you're feeling happy, honor your happiness and use that to help you be happy in the future as well, okay? All right, guys, that feels like the messages here. Is there anything else, Spirit, that you want the collective to know? They want you to bathe yourself in selenite because this clears icky energies out. Okay, I'm getting to get my cards out. I'm going to say it again. I've said it a couple times now. My goal is to create a tarot deck. Well, not a tarot deck, an oracle deck. To design my own oracle deck. And so if you have any suggestions or advice for that, I would love to hear it. Because right now I have these index cards. All right, let's see here. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know before we end this? Turned out to be much longer reading than I wanted. Oh, and of course, self-awareness has come out. And just those steps just let me know that you're working your way up to being a very self-aware person, which people see that as being almost selfish, and it's not. It's not even close. Being self-aware is understanding the role that you have, the role that you have in your life. That's what being self-aware is. Somebody here is on a twin flame journey, which makes sense with my little owls coming out on the ring and the wedding that I felt earlier. Also, I think I skipped over the fact that the I am successful stone came out here. You guys, that doesn't come out lightly. That doesn't come out all the time. It's also yellow and it's clear. Solar plexus. Be clear. Be transparent. You have nothing to hide. I even feel like that's something you tell people. I have nothing to hide. Trust fall. You're being asked to trust in this journey and to let things fall where they may. And also, autumn. Just like I said, fall time. Trust in this energy. Okay, twin flame journey. What do I want to say about that, Spirit? These are two souls healing that will come together to fulfill a divine purpose. That's all they want me to say about that. Divine masculine and divine feminine. And it looks like, oh, by the way, these cards got wet. So they look a little messed up in some of them. Like the masculine over here looks a little, his beard's kind of going crazy there. Maybe somebody's beard is getting out of control. Maybe you need to do a little trim. I'm also hearing the bearded lady for some reason. I don't know if that resonates with someone. The bearded lady. Self-love. Self-love. Self-awareness. This is a focus on yourself. This is a focus on yourself, yeah. But in that focus on yourself, you are being a beacon. You're being a light. So for those of you single looking for love or wanting love, being you and working on you and focusing on you will bring in this energy of it will attract your person to you. It's a magnet. You're a magnet. The past. So some of you have some things to look at in your past to help you do this healing. Y'all, this is nothing anybody's never told you before. You know what I mean? This is all stuff you've heard. So Spirit's just reminding you. Gratitude. Okay, I'm being told to stop there and look at these cards. Okay, having an attitude of gratitude for the past. I feel like a lot of you are looking at the past as something that happened to you instead of happening for you. And there's this shift that I'm feeling that you need to have in your self-love and self-aware journey, that the past was actually there to help you get to where you need to go. Yesterday happened so that you can get to where you need to go, okay? So take another look at the past and look at it from a different perspective instead of going, oh man, if that hadn't happened, I'd be so much better. But no, Spirit's saying, no, you wouldn't be so much better. You went through what you went through to be who you are now. And so there's this need to look at your past with gratitude, almost like, wow, thank you for doing that so that I could realize that I'm much stronger than I thought I was. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for that happening to me so I could realize that I don't want that in my life anymore, you know? I really there is a focus here to have gratitude for any past, even trauma, even really bad trauma being having, and I know that's tough, but that is part of the healing process. So maybe if you, I'm getting for someone to write down, use the sentence starter, I am grateful that blank happened in my past because it blank 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 blank, it did what for me. Okay, so try that. Even if you had to do one sentence or one traumatic experience, do that, because it will completely change how you view your past. It will bring clarity, it'll bring closure, it'll bring just like understanding about everything. It'll help you connect your past to your present, and that feels necessary for someone's healing here. Okay, all right, guys, that is it for sure. For sure, that's it. Okay, thank you so much for being here with me. I really, really, really appreciate it, and I am so grateful that you have come here to trust the messages that I'm giving you. I'm so grateful that you've decided that you wanted to give my channel and me a shot. And I really truly feel your energy, and it's lovely, and I appreciate it so much. And yeah, just know I'm very grateful towards you all. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, please let me know. Let me know in the comments, okay, you guys? All right, that is it. So I'm wishing you all the best day, and much love and light to you. Bye.